And I had to do it. I had no choice. It was because of my pussy. Okay, what is this called? What was it called? Big Daddy Zilla. Big Daddy Zilla dropped another one. I think he went to that NFT conference. We gotta peep, bro.
Money.
We gotta peep.
Art.
Oh,
the future.
not art,
I
but
want to
future?
understand it all. And what better way
Understand it?
than the nexus of all those things? NFT NYC 2022. That's
Tell me
right,
about
ladies
it,
and gentlemen.
Zilla.
Home of the
Tell
most
me.
single men in one place since Joker hit the big screens. This event packs
Joker.
more undeserved wealth in it than the Panama Papers. You just kind of have
rather
random
well.
dudes walking around with JPEGs worth a house. And speaking of houses, I haven't heard so much of the word utility without any utilities since the Texas freeze hit my house last year. And
Damn.
yes, those are some cheesy jokes, and maybe some of you think I should leave it to the professionals. But just
Yeah.
remember, sometimes that professional is Amy Schumer.
I don't know what NFT stands
God damn it.
for. I'm assuming it's not looking out, not f***ing tonight. Is that correct? Do I have that right?
I mean, yikes.
Bro, it's so crazy because I swear to God, bro, when I first saw Amy Schumer, bro, I don't remember what movie it was. I was like, yo, she's kind of like, it was actually kind of funny. Like, I was like, hey, like, she's really good at this movie. And then I remember, like, right after I saw that movie, it just started coming, like, she was just saying the craziest stuff online. People were killing her. I was like, oh my God, I did not know that. I didn't know. I didn't know she had all of these just terrible, 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 tasteless moments. But listen, actor Amy Schumer is okay in my book until I'm proven otherwise. I don't know. I've only seen one movie.
Imagine paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for a Bored Ape just to get called a virgin at your biggest event of the year. And believe it or not, this is actually as good as it gets. Ape Fest was without a doubt the biggest part of NFT NYC. And that's really what all of it was about, basically. The parties. Whoever had the biggest NFT projects got the biggest stars, and the only way you could get into these parties was holding the NFT token. So finally, holding on to your NFT actually has value. And depending on what project you were at, this paid off in different ways. If you were at a mid-level party like Doodles, you'd have people like Pharrell. But if you were at the big boys, Ape Fest, you got A-list celebrities.
Is Pharrell not an A-list? Hold on. Time out. Pharrell, like, hold on, what? Pharrell is definitely an A-list celebrity. That's kind of crazy to me.
We're talking Eminem and Snoop Dogg performances.
All right. You're wilding if you're gonna tell me that Snoop Dogg is more fucking A-list than Pharrell. That's crazy.
And then, of course, going down the list, you also had more low tier, more budget NFT operations with more budget celebrities. People like this, Dupe Snog. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This lady thinks she's getting a picture with none other than Gin and Juice, and actually she's getting a picture with Juice and Gin. I mean, that's got to sting after you post that to Instagram. This is the tactics of some of the lesser NFT projects who couldn't afford some of the bigger stars, and so they hired people like this Snoop Dogg impersonator to drum up excitement for their projects. And you know what? It got me thinking. Is that what NFTs are all about? Are they just the status
impersonating
symbol? Are
wilding?
NFTs just a litmus test for how rich you really are? And if so, who's going to care about them besides rich people? It made me think that the #1 challenge for NFTs at events like this is really just convincing the rest of us, the poors. Why should we take these digital JPEGs seriously when most of them are designed to price us out? And I have to say, so far, the sales pitch on these things isn't going well, as this reporter showed.
Get your NFTs here. Get your NFTs. Go cheap. Half price. Half price. Anyone, get your NFTs now. Don't be shy. And the man with the bargains has passed you by. NFTs, anyone? Anyone? Nobody cares.
Nobody seems to like NFTs. We didn't find anybody who actually had anything positive to say about them. That doesn't mean they're not here, but it just goes to show what a crazy minority people who like these things are.
Now, it's true that NFT enthusiasts may blame the lack of widespread acceptance on many things. For example, some of them may just say they're early and nobody gets it yet. Maybe it's just all the really cringy moments NFT NYC produced that I haven't even mentioned yet. Things like this.
I'm getting drunk on truth. It's truth and freedom. Truth and freedom. Freedom from the corporation.
It's like that girl. What was that girl that was like, she was like a rich person or whatever that was also into like the NFTs, and she was like making rap music or something. And what was it? I can't remember. God, somebody please let me know in the comments. Please. Hey, yo. Is that like the token icon? What the hell?
And look, maybe you're
Do
thinking,
people really
that's
want to
not
be a
so
part
bad.
of stuff this bad?
Maybe it's all these haters of NFTs that are the real problem.
Bro, his green screen game is like next level, bro.
But all in all, I don't think it's any of those things. I think the biggest problem facing NFTs is actually not
Like,
the
look how
trend,
good he is
not
at getting the
haters.
light to
It's that
be
right now,
perfect too.
the purpose
it's-
of a lot of these
nigga's fire.
projects is very vague. I mean, beyond the whole like set it as your identity and wait for the dollar sign to go up, it's not really clear why you would buy one of these things. Maybe for now you could argue that it's these all access parties that make it worth it, but I don't know if that's really going to cut it because there are cheaper ways to see Snoop Dogg than spending hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Facts.
And
I thought the whole point of these things, bro, I thought there would be like just crazy things happening. Like if there's a thing happening with Snoop Dogg, right, it would be like the most wild party you could think of. Like all the most expensive alcohol. Like you come to the hotel, they got you a Ferrari for the weekend. Like a butler for the weekend, that type of stuff, like going crazy. You feel me? Like you should have a whole executive suite, like the places where like only 5 people are able to rent it a year because it's like it's so expensive and just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm investing, bro, like $500,000 into anything, like it should come with some of the craziest perks ever. That's what I'm thinking, at least. Well, low key, I guess that's wild because shit, certain Ferraris, my nigga, like I'm already right there if I want the Ferrari for the weekend. But that's only for the weekend. I'm not buying it all the way out, right? Come on, man, get on my ass. You know what I'm saying?
that's why you saw a lot of these NFT projects this year promising to do a bunch of things outside of NFTs. Like Doodles, for example, announced it would be in the music, gaming, animation, consumer products space, all at the same time for some reason. Meanwhile, a competitor, Cool Cats, is planning to launch a video game. So is Bored Ape Yacht Club, by the way. But all of this just kind of feels like these projects admitting that their NFTs aren't really going to cut it, justifying those big price tags. And if they're not, if the NFTs aren't the important thing, then what is? It's very hard to understand. And NFT 2022 didn't exactly help. But then again, there's always next year.
How much have you invested in NFTs so far?
To be honest, over 6 figures.
What? It's just, God, man. I just love it that I love it that the opportunity in the world is out there. There's so many people out there in this world that have made 6 figures or like can make that much money and just throw it all away on something so simple. You know what I mean? Like in all actuality, you're hoping and thinking that there's going to be some type of return on investment, but still, like, it blows my fucking mind, bro, that like that's it makes me like hype that to know that the opportunity is there to make that much money, but it blows my mind that like that's what the options are to spend your money on. You know what I'm saying? Like that there's that side of the world that they're spending their money on like JPEG stuff, but then there's like the secret side of that JPEG community where all they're doing is just scamming everyone else and running the hell up on the bank. You know what I'm saying? Because they're getting all of their fans, all of the people that aren't as smart or as like into all of this stuff to basically not necessarily donate, but pay money to be a part of the stuff that they're doing just to almost feel like they're helping them. But in all actuality, they are, I guess you could say, helping them, but they're fucking themselves by not being able to either make as much money as they are that they're making or shit, anything, honestly. Fuck.